We're ready? Okay. Hi, everybody. Uh, just wanted to touch base on something I missed last time with the comments. I do appreciate your comments. When you click in here, please subscribe. I need the subscribers. I could use some thumbs up. Just let me know you're out there watching. You appreciate what we're trying to do here with the guys. RG made a comment. It's there if you want to get down and look at the comments. He made a comment, I touched on it last time, about how he went to the physical and it was really embarrassing. Bend over, spread your cheeks. We've all been there. Turn your head and cough, okay? So we all did those things. One of the things that I really just glossed over last time, didn't even mention it, was RG mentioned he has heart disease from Agent Orange. Bad stuff. I mean, there was quite a few people over there. Now, I want to tell you something. I was there in 1970. In the engineers, 46 engineers, Long Bend headquarters company. I ran the motor pool. I had the mechanics working for me, and we took care of all the trucks, the vehicles. The colonel was there, lieutenant colonel he was, a major, a couple captains. We had their vehicles, and so had a compound. So every once a month, I guess, the helicopters would come over with the spray bars on them, and they would spray everything. First time I saw them come over, I was told, don't worry about it. It's an anti-foliage. They just killed the jungle growth from coming back, because this used to be jungle here where we are. Everything's covered in stone. There's a couple spots of asphalt, but mostly it's just gravel. And it'll grow back if you don't treat it. Just to, go under, get in shelter when it goes over, and don't get any on you. That's all we were told. Okay? Don't worry about it. So they come through once a month and they sprayed everything. Everything had this real greasy slime on it, and nothing grew. Right where we were, there was no vegetation whatsoever. There was no plants, no shrubs, no flowers, nothing. But the one thing I can tell you I noticed that I remember back, the Vietnamese women would come in to wash the clothes. And what they did is they washed the clothes in the buckets, and they would wring them out, and they would lay them in the courtyard on top of the stones and gravel for, I don't know, an hour or so. And then they would go around and they would flip all the clothes over so the sun would dry them. There was no clothesline. Everything was laid on the ground, and the sun dried it while it was laying on the ground. And they were always nearby, because if it started to rain in the afternoon, it was like clockwork. You had to have all the clothes up, folded. Some of them were ironed, and had everything ready to go by the end of the day. So if they saw the helicopter coming, they would run and gather up all the clothes. Sometimes they didn't get all of them, because they ran and hid when the helicopter came over too. Now, RG has heart problems from Agent Orange. I have had 11 spots of skin cancer on my face, on my neck, on my shoulders, on my back, okay? Really never wore a shirt much during the day. Wore a hat sometimes you didn't. Worked outside all the time. We didn't have an indoor garage. You worked on the vehicles out in the sun, right there in the motor pool. We did have a little shack where you kept the log books and everything for the vehicles. But for the most part, you're working out in the sun. Helicopters would come over. That stuff was on everything. It was on the trucks, on the ground, on the tools, whatever you left outside to get out of the way, okay? And they don't tell you that stuff. Now, I don't know how many of you are out there that are still alive, because I'm 72, and a lot of guys were older than me that were over there, so you got to be in your late 70s. Maybe you're in your early 70s like me, I don't know. But Agent Orange, they swept that under the carpet. A lot of us were forced to go. We were drafted, had no idea, weren't told about the dangers or the harms of that stuff. But RG, my heart goes out to you, buddy. I hope you're okay. You just got to keep kicking at it. I go back to the skin doctor about every 6 months and get checked. Every once in a while, he takes a sample. And the skin cancer, they call it a basal cell carcinoma, it's not a melanoma, which is deadly, which spreads throughout your body. This is a cancer that stays on your skin, It gets to be about the size of a quarter. And what they have to do is they cut it out and they peel the skin off of the flesh, the first 3 layers of skin, whatever they call it. And then he gets an electric probe and he like burns your flesh. So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to gross everybody out, believe me. But he burns your flesh so it'll scar, so it'll stop bleeding, okay? So he burns it and puts a scab on it right away. So I've been there 11 times. I'm sure a lot of you who have been subjected to Agent Orange have different reactions to it. I grew up, went down the shore for vacations and things out in the sun. And when I was a kid, you got sunburn, you put baby oil on it. There was no sunblock. There was nothing like that. Just wore a hat or you put a shirt on. And they told me that I was overexposed to the sun as a child. That's why I have all this skin cancer. Has nothing to do with Agent Orange. So I don't know if I believe that. How about you? Give me your comments. I'd like to hear from everybody if you've been involved with that, if you've been treated for it, what kind of symptoms you have for it. RG, like your comments, man. Keep in touch. Thanks everybody for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time, everybody. Be safe. Thanks.